Listen, let me repeat, if you're just joining this show, this has nothing to do with my stylist. Big up yourself, Delroy Escoffery. But I heard that this is the trend.
It is, or it was. I don't know, trends happen so quickly and move on.
Changes
I'm just glad that didn't happen for women, tell you the truth. Because I was already having a hard time with the tight jeans. Now we have to wear loose jeans. Oh, I just got a note that these are actually for both men and women. So
that's interesting.
I'm glad it missed my algorithm. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
You know, my dad could have used these boots this weekend when he went fishing. And, you know, I have to tell you this story. So we went to Trelawney to a place called Good Hope for my birthday and for Ivy's birthday and Father's Day. And, you know, there's a river. It's like 2,000 acres. And my dad, of course, him cast the river and think him for go swim. Him say river and he want to go fish.
Yes.
And, you know, he went down to the river. And he, you know, was fishing. And when he come back, the first thing everybody asked him is, "You catch the fish?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "No." Like, and he didn't seem bothered that he didn't catch fish. But I was immediately like, "So where about a fish from?" And so, you know, we're talking to the family chat. Everybody have a family chat. And I said to, you know, again, that thing came up. Did you catch any fish? And my brother said the most profound thing. He goes, "It's called fishing, not catching." And I thought, wow, because the joy is in the fishing, it's in the action, the process, the figuring things out, the feeling. It's not just in catching fish. And I thought to myself, wow, how many times a day are we missing that in our own lives where we're so busy catching that we're forgetting that the joy is in the fishing and the joy is in the everyday interactions. The joy is in, you know, being able to move about our days, and it comes back to that gratitude piece. So today, I hope you spend some time on this weekend fishing. And not just concerned about catching.
Yes.
Yeah. Wasn't that great?
That's absolutely great. And I love that. I love the fact that there are different things to celebrate, and you chose a time and the place to celebrate it. Father's Day, I mean, Ivy's birthday and your birthday.
Lovely.
I love that.
If you ask Ivy how old she is, you know,
what's she going to say?
She goes to tree. I said, "Babes,
no.
and I ate that, but you don't have the sanitarium." What a joy, what a joy. Do you have any plans for this weekend?
No, for this weekend, let me talk about last weekend first.
Tell us.
I had a wonderful Father's Day weekend. And let me tell you something, them big girls, they really make me feel special.
Sure.
You know, I used to tease them when they were younger. I said, "Look here, not even a tie or a socks." You know what I mean? And they get big now, I mean, but also gave me a nice gift, both of them. And I'm so proud of them. Actually, they gave me the gift of words. They did a video of about an hour just talking about growing up and touching, and I'm not going to talk about it coming about on TV.
Yes.
But I put a snippet up on my Instagram page about 40 seconds, and I'm really proud. I'm saying publicly, I'm really proud of those two young ladies, you know, who they are today. I don't know what I did, but I just give God thanks for them.
You married Karen.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
And you chose a great partner and mother. No, it matters. It matters, you know.
It absolutely matters, definitely.
Yeah.
And this weekend now is football. And let me say, I said it again, I said it earlier. Last evening, Karen watched 3 minutes and 25 seconds of the Argentina versus Canada match.
Well, let me say this. Tomorrow, me and Karen are going to watch it as well.
The Reggae Boys and
in
Mexico.
Our bed. She will be in her bed, I will be into my bed. No, we're going to watch it tomorrow, though.
That's
Karen,
good.
I'm challenging you to watch it, and I'm challenging you to message me so that I know what is going on.
Yes.
Because we don't really know. I'm not ashamed to say it. Some people are like, tell me if you know. I don't know. I really don't know. But, you know, that's what it's about.
Yeah,
I'm going to learn. With 5 boys in the house, I will learn, for sure. What a great show today.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I loved it. I had fun. I had fun with the games too.
Yes.
You know, it's my favorite part of the show.
I wish they would just give us games. We should just play games.
All right, one Friday. Listen, producer, one Friday we're gonna come in and we just play games for the entire Friday morning.
Let's do it.
Friday game day.
All right. Well, that's all we have time for today in Sunrise. And we want to say to the Sunrisers here and abroad, thank you. Thank you for sticking with us all
week long.
Yeah.
Whether in TV or
yes,
online, on YouTube or on Facebook. Thank you for rising with Sunrise.
Yeah.
Sunrise, where the fun rise.
Exactly.
Of course, Rosemary Taylor, have a fantastic Friday. Nikki on YouTube. as she said, make a borrow the shoes, Ity.
Shelly Mack, thanks for working out with Camila this morning, and top of the morning to you, Sir Mike C.
And big up Divine Ray, Ellen Thompson, Mommy T! Love you. And of course, Vivian, Rowan Miles, Tara Grant,
Dora G, Don Wom, and Sharon Stewart, and Lisette Bignall. So we love that. All right, Fridays are brought to you by Pepsi. So, of course, big up yourself, Pepsi, as well.
And remember to check out Holy Road on Sunday at 9 p.m. And of course, remember to tune into CVMTV tonight, where we will have Peru versus Chile live on CVM and also CVM Plus at 7 p.m. And on Sunday, it's USA versus Bolivia live on CVM at 5 p.m. and Uruguay up against Panama on CVM Plus at 8 p.m. So football is here, and it's tomorrow. Big side of play.
Yeah.
Reggae Boys versus Mexico.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, live here at 7 p.m. You can watch it live right here on CVM Television. And of course, you heard it here first. Tell everybody. Tell everybody. Copa Fan Central officials, watch locations. Visit CVM Television social media pages for the full schedule and list of official Copa Fan Central watch locations.
Yeah, man. Guys, we want you to have a wonderful weekend. We hope that we've helped to set the tone and that you'll have a great weekend fishing, not catching.
Yeah, and call somebody you haven't heard from in a long time, especially somebody we not talked to. And call them and say, hey,
Deep,
I love them. Remember, God without man is still God.
Amen.
But man without God, nothing. Zero. Zilch. No.
Nada.
Nada.
Bye, guys. Have a great weekend.
Have a
High five, my
fantastic
friend. Thank you
weekend.
so much.
Good morning, Roundtablers, and welcome to the Feel Good Friday edition of the Roundtable. My name is Barbie, and my co-host today is the ever glamorous Gianna. Hi. Good morning, G.
Good morning.
And joining us this morning is our guest recording artist, Analia. Welcome to the Roundtable.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you guys?
I'm doing good.
Yes.
Today is the first day of summer.
Today is 29 days before my birthday, Gianna.
Oh, look
That's
at
what
this.
it really
It's
is.
the first day of summer, but we've been experiencing
Yeah.
really hot temperatures like since April.
So today is the first day after the first day of summer, actually, because yesterday was the official first day of summer, which was 30 days before my birthday.
No, isn't it June 21st? That is always.
It's June.
It's always. It's today June 21st?
Well, this year it
It's
actually
today.
started on June 20th. So.
Oh, really?
Yes, yes.
It changes?
It changed for my birthday.
That's the
Okay.
spirit.
Yes, because it's just coming, and you know that's.
So
how
the
it goes.
countdown is on.
The countdown.
We have to
begins.
make sure we make a note of it. We cannot forget it. Do you hear that?
Don't worry, I'll remind you. Don't worry, I got you. And you know what? Let's get right into the social buzz of the morning.
Good afternoon, AY. I will be doing a poem. Parents are so confusing. I don't understand them at all. We try to obey them, but it's not easy at all. Sometimes when we're playing, they scream. There's too much noise, tone down. But when we're quiet, they're worried. They're convinced something is wrong. Answer me, I'm speaking to you. These words they often say, but take it from me. Those words they never try to obey. Because if you only try to answer, this is what you will hear. Hush your mouth, you're too.
It's the fact that she is absolutely adorable.
Right.
Like, how right is she that parents are so confused?
But it's a real problem if they're too quiet. But then you can't stand the noise. Like, I am going through that. I understand.
No, I am going through that. Like, I have a 3-year-old in my home. She just doesn't stop.
So Amira turned 3.
She turned 3.
And we're talking about countdown to your birthday when Amira just had a birthday, clearly.
Yeah, she did. But listen, the child does not stop. Like, she not stop.
Yeah.
From the moment she wakes up, I'm wondering, what are you on?
Yeah.
Like, who gave you something? Is there something flowing through your blood that's not flowing through mine? I don't know, me can't talk.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I love it.
I don't know. Well, listen, up next is a bag of things.
Hi, I'm Gianna, and those of you who know me already know that I'm all about the body positive. I am plus sized and fabulous, and I just want to talk to you about this because I know a lot of people, no matter what you look like, what your size is, I know that it is a challenge for lots of us in feeling confident at the beach. So I want to give you some tips on how to feel confident at the beach. The first tip I have for you is to wear something that accentuates your positives. So for me, my positive is my shape. So I have this itty bitty waist with these extra large hips, and I'm well endowed up top too. And so I choose something that, well, all swimsuits are pretty much bodycon, but I like to show off a little bit. So you see this one I chose has mesh. If I choose a bikini, I tend to choose a high waist so that you actually end up seeing where it stops, so you see the smaller waist. And that's what I do. If you're a larger chest, you can go with tankinis, you can go with...
So yeah, there's 2 more tips. I think if you go under my hashtag Gianna Fakuri, because that video is actually a few years ago, because people are always asking me, you know, how are you so confident? And it's just like, dude, like we all have bodies, you know, so.
Right. And there
so
are
you
women
gotta
of
know
all
how to dress
sizes,
them.
right?
Right.
Yeah. I like that you are. I like that you are comfortable, but not like you don't have to be extra to be comfortable.
No.
You know, I like that. I really, really did like that. Yes, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
It's loving your you, right?
Yeah, you have to. It's you. You've got you, and you've got to live with you forever.
And everywhere you go, you take
you with you.
Yeah, but kudos to you on that one, Jenna. I'm actually interested to see, and I think those are tips that actually can work not for everyone.
They
right?
are for everyone.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everybody has their positives, and everybody has something that they might want to draw the eye away from as well. So there's lots of different things. And I mean, you'd be surprised. Like I talked about what swimsuit I choose in that first tip, but as it goes on, it has nothing to do with
the swimsuit.
Right.
Okay, I like how you accentuated your positives. You got a couple positives, a couple more that you didn't mention, but I see something very hot coming over here out the corner. Thank you very much, Abby. It's so hot that Abby has to wear a sweater. That's how hot this is, okay? Yes. So this morning, the hot topic is summer body, the seasonal fad.
Yes.
No. Summer body, we hear this all the time, right? We hear people say, I'm working on my summer body, I'm trying to get my summer body ready. And it becomes, so at this time of year, I don't know if you guys know
the
about
gyms get full?
The gyms get full, gym memberships go up, gyms get full. Now closer to December, and I'm probably one of these people, it kind of tapers down a little bit.
But then New Year's resolution comes back.
New Year's, yes, and then everybody goes back into working on that summer body.
Right.
So let's talk about, I want to talk about the idea of working on your summer body as opposed to actually having the things that you do to work on your summer body become a part of your everyday lifestyle all year round, because this is just like, so let me ask you, Annalena, you have a summer body. You work on it year round?
Yes. I don't go to the gym like everybody else does, but I do my thing.
But you have good genes. These good genes.
Technically.
But in terms of, people would look at you and think that, you know, you work out and you do all of these things. What do you think about how the industry actually pushes people into that whole mindset of just body image and so caught up on what we need to look like to look good?
I think generally, especially for women, we have a lot of like unbelievable expectations. And sometimes it's too much for people to deal with. Like, just be honest, your makeup is not always that smooth. Your waist is not always that in.
Except mine.
And mine.
You know, everybody has their little imperfections.
Yes.
And of course, we try to put our best foot forward all the time. But we can also be realistic with each other, you know?
Yes. So, and to piggyback on what she's saying, you know, I've been looking at a lot of things because so I had a baby 2 years ago, and I know that a lot of mothers like pressure themselves to get back that pre-baby body and all of those things.
Yeah.
And I find that I never loved my body more until I gave birth, because of what my body can do and has done for me, the way that it's designed to heal itself. Those things made me so much more. I wondered why I took so many years hating my body.
Wow.
Because I did. And, you know, even when you get into, like, I was a plus model before. And when you get into that, yes, everybody's like, oh, but you're plus, you can be fluffy. And it's like, not really, because they still pressure you to lose weight. If you're doing swimwear modeling and all that, you have to be properly toned. And so it's like, you know, there's this push-pull that takes place.
Yeah.
But then after having the baby, I was just like, you know, summer's coming. You're gonna get whatever body I give you.
But let's talk about Gianna, because you said that, you know, that you spent so many years hating your body, and it can be argued that a lot of the things that we as women do to our bodies, or we're encouraged to do to our bodies, it's due to just our mental state, our mindset, and how we actually feel about ourselves.
But I think we're also influenced to feel that way.
Definitely, we're definitely
I feel like
influenced.
what I've been, that I was going to get to that. What I feel like is that the media, or, you know, everything out there, the noise, it sells you low self-esteem.
It does.
And then it sells you the fix for low self-esteem. And you can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
So if I don't make you feel bad about having a few extra pounds, if I don't make you feel like, you know what, you need to fit in this particular swimsuit, then I can't sell it to you. It has to be something, and then, you know, we put more value on things that are harder to get. So we do that as humans. So then we go ahead.
There was, you know what I'm reminded of is there is very recently, within the past year, there was an influencer that passed away because she went to do one of those mom surgeries, those mom surgeries. But what was shocking was actually how her husband, or her children's father, actually felt about that, and how he pushed her to actually have this perfect figure, this what we consider, quote unquote, a summer body, you know? So we're gonna talk more about this after the break. More roundtable coming up for you after this. Welcome back to the Roundtable. This morning's topic is the summer body, the seasonal fad. And during the break, as you know, we talk about a lot of things during the break, and the break conversations are the conversations, right? So during the break, we actually tailed off on talking about how society, how the world has really changed, right? And now women who are outliers, as you would have referred to them, Gianna, now they're out there, but now they have a platform to do that, because before women weren't encouraged to be so outwardly, to be flamboyant. You really weren't. A woman that was flamboyant was considered like, oh, you know, in society. But now a woman that is not flamboyant and reserved is considered like, well, what's wrong with she? Why is she so quiet, you know? But no, so the world has really changed. And with that change has actually come a lot of criticism.
Right.
A lot of weight, a lot of things, opinions that cause us to look at our bodies so differently.
Yes.
Just really, really differently. And nobody is focusing on the health
that much, no.
as much as they are focusing on what you look like, and what you, so health is almost determined by what you look like, because people look at me and think I'm healthy.
Right.
Right?
And
Not
they
that
look
I'm
at
not,
me and
but
think I'm gonna die tomorrow.
exactly.
Yeah.
No, but it's true. They look at us. So they look at Annalie and they're like, oh yes, our body look good. She must say live a gym.
Healthiest.
Yes, and since I've gained weight, because I've gained weight, right? Since I've gained weight, people actually look at me and they're like, no, my Barbie, you look nice. And I'm like, see, this is how.
No, hold on. You cannot please Jamaican people.
Oh, no.
Because if you decide that you're gonna lose a few pounds, the Jamaicans are going to say, we are magadong ago.
Yes.
Right? No, me can drink water out of a calaboon. What you do?
Very true.
Right? and then you gain a pound. No, yeah, get to it.
Get to it. I actually have a cousin, rest in peace. I love him dearly. He looked at me one day and he said to me, you you're not gonna get a Jamaican man. You will get a foreign man, but not a Jamaican man. So I was like, why? Because as a Jamaican man, look at you and think you can't cook. Because I was so, like, I was like pencil thin, right?
And my husband loves to say, dog alone love born enough.
I love him for that.
Yeah, so these are the things that it's funny because so I have friends that work all year round, right? And I'm kind of like you, Gianna. Summer is getting whatever body I have at that moment and at that time. But then I do find myself like when I get dressed or I go to the beach and I do these things, like I do find myself being more critical of me. Yes. In those spaces and at that time.
Yes, but there's many reasons for that. One, you're more exposed because you're at the beach. Two, you're seeing all the other bodies. And there's nothing wrong with liking or admiring something else and wanting to work on yourself to get there, right? But some people cannot get to a certain, like if you have a certain shape, you have a certain shape. There's no way to...
Yeah. Okay, so you're on stage, you're in the public eye all the time, right? How do you feel about that? Like, what are the pressures like for you?
You know what? You come to a point where you just ignore it.
Don't think about it.
You don't think about it. You don't even put yourself in a position to make it be like, marry you.
But there are thousands of people looking at you.
Goodbye.
When
Keep
you're out there on the
looking.
stage. You used to model, both of you are models. You used to model, so you know that body image is like a big
At the
thing.
end of the day, if I feel comfortable with who I am and how I look, I'm happy.
Yes.
If you're not, that's your problem.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So all three of us used to model, right? And the modeling industry doesn't encourage if you feel comfortable. It's not about how you feel comfortable. So how did you get yourself there? That's what I wanted.
Honestly, mentally, I literally just did I was just myself. If you didn't like it, fire me. You have to accept it because what are you gonna do?
But Barbie, also, you're not gonna please all the people all the time.
can't.
And you're not even put here. God did not put us here to please people.
Everybody, no.
But is this pleasing people, or is this also a part of it pleasing ourselves? Right.
Of course.
So you know, when I say asking like, how did you get there? You didn't just get there overnight. Was it your circle, people who encouraged you? You know, what did you do different? What would you say that you did different to get you to where you are today that you would tell someone else to do?
I would say take a lot of time to meditate and listen to yourself. I write a lot to get my thoughts out there. Try to condition your mind to just feel who you are. And you have to take a lot of time to do that. And it's not easy.
Right.
It's not an easy process, but it's something that's definitely necessary because if you let too much outside energy get inside, then that's where you get lost and you don't know what to do.
Love her.
I love her. I feel like, Jana, I feel like for you, I feel like for you that it's I don't see you having a huge circle, even though there's so much going on around you. So I feel like for you, is it that the people in your circle, were they more accepting of you than you were, and is that what brought you into where you are today?
To be honest, no. I came from a fat-shaming family.
Wow.
And nobody in my family was fat like me, except my grandmother. And, you know, she would wear the old house dresses, because this is back in the day where they didn't, they didn't even provide fashion for people above a certain size in her day. But then what I realized was that I did too many diets that just didn't work. And because they didn't work, and I would go to the gym and everything, and I would get toned, but I wasn't going down. Like, there was no slimming happening. And because of that, I was like, you know, it's too hard. I eventually went on HCG for years, and it worked.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I was like the poster girl for HCG actually in Jamaica. And it worked. But it was so unsustainable because I was like starving all the time.
And that's the thing too with summer body fads and all these diets and everything, is that they're not sustainable for your life, for living. And I think that's where the shift needs to happen, right? Is that we do things, fine if you want to go for a summer body and you want to have that summer body all year round, but we need to start looking at doing things that are sustainable so you can actually not just have a summer body, but just make that a part of your life. lifestyle, so it's sustainable,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And you don't feel the pressure or the shame, the mental. You don't go through the mental issues.
Yeah, because it messes with your psyche too.
It does mess
when
with
you
your
try
psyche.
when you try something and fail, you know. So it's like, what am I doing wrong? Even if you're sticking to it and it's not working out, and then at some point, I think it clicked to me like, hold on, wait.
Maybe I'm doing it wrong.
I'm real pretty anyway,
Oh,
so
why
why
am
am
I
I doing this? I was like, it's fine. We're just gonna accentuate my positives, just like what I said. And I said, you know what? I live in this body, and I have to deal with it. And guess what? Who doesn't like it? They're not aligned with me, and they can mosey on wherever they are. And I remember even talking to my family, and I was like, guess what happened? Guess what happened? We still have the same blood, regardless of if I'm fat or you're skinny, and this is how it is. So anywhere you go, you can disown me if you want, but we are still family. And you know, they stopped after that, like it was kind of like, because they realized that like at this point, there's no getting through.
Exactly.
So
I'm happy with me.
yeah.
You're happy with you. So what do you say, because as women of color, and this is just what's this, a PSA to everyone out there, adding all of these nice things to add accentuated curves and everything, that as women of color, or women in general, as you get older, your metabolism slows down, a lot of things start to change with your body. So the weight does happen. It actually does happen. It comes on. For some women, they lose, right? I have an aunt that was really, really, really skinny as she got older. It ended up being health issues for her, but it changes. How do you feel about that? Looking at yourself now
Well,
and
honestly,
thinking about 20 years from now.
I recently started to gain weight. So most of my life, between like 16 to like 26, I was like 125, 26 pounds. Now I'm like 132.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
But I feel
Your hair
good.
grew. That's what my family says to me when
I
I tell
feel
them I
good
gained
though.
weight.
Like I feel like my clothes fit so much better now.
Oh.
Yeah, like.
But
I'm happy.
I just like that she's no qualms about saying her weight on national television.
Like how I have no
Like-
qualms about saying my birthday is in 29 days.
Oh my gosh.
However, we'll continue this conversation right after the break. Thank you very much for staying with us. We are feeling very good on this Friday today, and it is time for our final thoughts. Analia, your final thoughts. Summer body, the fad. How do you feel about it? Your final thoughts.
Listen, be happy with yourself, please. Be happy with yourself, please. I don't know what else to say. At the end of it all, do not put yourself in a bad position just so you can look good outside. Because if you don't feel good inside, what's the point?
Right.
You know? That's my thoughts.
So for me, summer, Christmas, spring, whatever, you're getting any body I'm bringing, right? And you're gonna keep whatever you think to yourself because I'm feeling fabulous.
All right. And so my final thoughts are really, really simple. You know, summer body, Christmas body, any body that you have, it's your body. Learn to love the skin that you are in. Focus more on health than you focus on what this looks like. The key is to be healthy and to be able to sustain your health, right? And to sustain your lifestyle choices. So look more at what you're choosing all year round and not just for summer. And then summer will be fine with your body. Whatever body you give it, summer will be fine with it. So that's it for the Roundtable Sunrisers. A special thanks to Analia for being our guest this morning.
Of course.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Have a great weekend, everyone. And remember, be good and be on purpose.
Baby, follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, oh, with your coca body. Cause this your milky for front enough for me. Hold on for me, I no go do me corny. And if you're milky in a fight, I saw me to look. Oh baby, some more, Baby, gonna waka waka when you enter my licha. Baby, gonna will you give me sugar? Wala, wala. Macho Mona Lisa, 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 Macho Mona Lisa. Girl, I'll be foolish if I don't let